Hey, it's Rod. My other semi-daily vlog. Next edition. Uh, Today I'm packing a few things up. I had a magazine sale. I had a cast iron Mr. Peanut. I'll show you what that looks like. I had two of them and I went in and sold it. Lost a little bit on shipping on that. I think the buyer paid 11 something. I ended up paying 13 and a quarter, I believe it was. But shit happens. I move on. I sold it for $24.99. We also sold these cabbage leaf bowls. I can't remember what we got on it. I haven't looked at that account. My wife just says, hey, it needs to be shipped. So I'm getting that together. I'll just show you what I'm doing with this. Again, they're bowls. Here they are. Basically, I took the bowls and I put large bubble in between each one, and then on top and then on bottom, and then I wrapped the entire thing in bubble wrap. I'm gonna put it in this box right here. I've already dumped some packing peanuts in here. They are going to go right in there. And as you can see, I left a little bit of room for packing peanuts around it. We are, yes, these are my cheater packing peanuts. In other words, the peanuts that I kind of got taken on. The one, if you saw that video where I pretty much got scammed by an eBay seller. They no longer sell packing peanuts, by the way. So I got that shaken down there, pack it around a little bit. I'm pretty confident with this pack job. I'm just trying to get enough in there just so in case they get jostled around. Let's throw a little bit more for good measure. I used to be anti-packing peanuts. When you're packing glass and stuff, they come in so handy. And then basically I'm going to cut all the way around the four corners. You've seen this before. Score it here, fold it over, cut off some of the excess, and send it off, and it should get there just fine. Cross my fingers. Okay, so basically I went ahead and got it trimmed down. Trimmed off the flaps on this one so that folds down pretty nice. Folded it over, cut the flap off over here. Basically, the first thing I did is going to run a piece of tape across the widthwise. That way it'll hold the flaps down so I can get the rest of the taping done. I always at least run one or two or three lengths of tape across the top, and then run a bead across the edge. Depending on weight, I might reinforce that going along the edge here as well. But yeah, let me get this finished up so I can go get it in my pile, which is that cart right there is what's going out today. Okay, well, there it is, all taped up. Let me zoom back out on that. I still had it zoomed in from before. As you can see from I'm sure the glare. So I ran 3 pieces across the top. The first one I ran across here to hold the flap down while I was doing the rest of the taping. And I do run 1 piece along these seams, just for a little bit added support, I guess. Same thing on the bottom. I went and reinforce that the same way. I did recycle this box, so I didn't want to rely on the tape on the bottom that was there already gone through the ringer through the shipping process. I do recycle when I can, but it's kind of a balance whether you are, it's a time involved resizing boxes. If you're having to Frankenbox everything, you might want to look into getting boxes that better suit the needs of your products that you're selling. Figure out the average size of products and just order a little bit bigger than that. It makes life a lot easier when shipping. I don't mind Frankenboxing, but sometimes I can, if I'm doing it for the shop here, it can take hours to ship my packages each week. And if I had the right size box, I could probably cut that down in half at least, just because trying to find the cardboard to pack some of the stuff I pack can be a little bit timely. Just to kind of give you an idea, I did Frankenbox one over here yesterday, but I did get a message from the individual that he was coming up this way, so he'd go ahead and pick up. But Probably the hardest things for me to pack because I don't have boxes. If I'm running airsoft rifles, um, BB guns, that type of thing. There's 5 or 6 of them in here, as well as a porcelain elephant. Yes, you heard it. I did pack a porcelain elephant in with a box full of airsoft and pellet guns, BB guns. But I was pretty confident that it was going to make it just fine. Where that one probably took me, 30, 45 minutes to pack by the time, with figuring in time to find the cardboard, finding stuff that would match us right. Because this is the only box I had similar that was close enough to the dimensions, but it was just about an inch too short. So that's why I had to fabricate a cap there on the end. So this individual's packages would have gone out 3 packages, but where this one took me, half hour, 45 minutes, all in. This one probably took me about 10 at the most because I had the box that would fit it. It was signs. The signs are the boxes that the signs came in. So I was able to utilize the same packaging, which saved time. And this, of course, is just a padded flat rate envelope that I was mailing coins and whatnot in. But yes, having the right size boxes, if you're doing this full time, whether it's eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, wherever you're shipping from, if you're doing it full time, it is good to get boxes. And as you can see, I have quite a few boxes down here that suit most of my needs. It's just those one-offs that I have to have a lot of space, or an odd amount of space to push things in. Well, I just got an email in saying they needed a shipment or quote on shipping. So I got this cat stained glass. That one is actually stained glass. Just to kind of give you ideas, that one went for $4. And you're going to see a mess always in here. I'd like to tell people it's a revolving mess. We have a wood carved bird, which is, I shifted everything down. Look, it's right there next below where I got the, it's a little wood carved bird on a little log. No, that's not a hat. That's actually our lot sticker on top there. This one went for $7. I'm just gonna put it right here on here. Oh, there's. We noticed a slight pause. That was because my daughter had called. And okay, I'm gonna skip the necklace. Well, let me just go ahead and grab that. I know right where it's at. I put it in a small envelope. This is a pretty nice little necklace. It's 925 sterling necklace. It was 100 inches long. I think it weighed in at 35.9 grams. And it actually sold for $21. Sorry, 21 inches. That's 100 inches. So that goes there. I'm going to put that right next to here. And you're like, well, this is going to be an easy shipment. Well, the next item on the list, oh, we got the mini microscope. Okay, that's not bad. Harper's Turret mini microscope in a nice little wooden box. We'll throw that up here. Fairly easy ship. But wait, there's more. Wood box with tiles and stencils. I believe that is right down there. Yes. Nice little uniform box. The box is actually the nicest part of this. It's got nice dovetail edges. That little telescope sold for $4. The wood box, if I can get open here, It's got some rulers and stencils and stuff in there, and it's lined. There was some issue with that little section right back there. It can easily be re-glued. So that sold for $4, no, $3 on that. Then this is where it gets tricky with my shipping, because as you know, shipping is a lot about weight. So we have an 8-pound bag of bird food. Like I said, this is just going straight right across the border, just a little bit north, probably about 40-50 miles from here. So it may not be too bad. I'm thinking probably about $20, but we'll see. And then last but not least, I've got these 3-gallon jugs. Got like the Pueblo sign on them. They're heavy plastic, great for storage. And there's 3 of them. So this is where my life becomes a little bit more challenging as far as shipping. I'll have to get a larger box to put all this in. I'll pack things the best I can, but you know, when you start getting stuff this size, it becomes a tricky pack job. I'll show you as I get further in on this. So this just happened. I was grabbing this. No matter how much time we spent handling this, this was never an issue. And I go to put it in the box to ship, and everything comes apart like the glue had been worn over the years. And finally just broke loose on these dovetail edges. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that with some glue real quick, so it'll be ready to ship. I don't want to send out a broken product, and that's the best way to fix little wood glue, and you should be fine. And to the magic of internet streaming, the magic of television, the box is back together. We'll wrap that up really good and send it on its way. There it is. So there it all is. I have the larger wooden box here, the bag of seeds down there in the bottom, the 3 containers on this side, the glass wind chime or window, stained glass window thing here, and that box I just repaired there. I'm going to add a little bit of filler, maybe wad up some paper and throw in and fill up some of this void. It's not going very far. I'm pretty confident that it's going to make it just fine. So Kathleen's been bugging me about using this shredded paper for filler where I can, so it just doesn't go to waste. It's a mess. I hate using it. It does add a little bit of extra weight, more than bubble or wadded up paper. But to cut down on the mess, at least, I threw it in plastic bags to fill in that gap. And hopefully they don't dump out that bag hoping that it has something valuable in it and poured out all over their floor. So that package ended up going through UPS, and I've been using the PayPal interface with UPS, which I've had problems with. I only use UPS as a very last resort just to get the shipping costs down for my buyers. The problem with it is UPS likes to tack on these extra charges if something's wrong with your package. They charge, I want to say it was like $17.32 or something like that, $16 or $17 for incorrect address. Well, the incorrectness of the address was the address said, I put RD instead of spelling out road. And for some reason in their system, that kicked it back and saying it was an incorrect address, which I call bullshit on. I'm still trying to fight those charges. From my understanding, if you go into the UPS account and log into your account on their website and just hit dispute, it automatically kicks it out and you'll win the dispute. The problem going through PayPal is you don't technically have a UPS account on their website. We tried getting it, or at least my wife did, with no avail. So I will be trying to reach out to somebody to see how I can get an actual UPS account using and still shipping through PayPal so I can get those discounts. or contact the UPS representative themselves. I do not recommend using UPS except last resort. Uh, if I'm shipping through eBay, I'm using FedEx. I will not use UPS through eBay. But because this is for our business, and like I said, this is one of those last resorts, I don't have a commercial FedEx account, so I use the UPS discounts that are offered through PayPal. For what it's worth, there you go, my thoughts on UPS. So, boys and girls, what'd you learn today? Well, shipping is fun. Shipping can be a challenge. Sometimes you have to go an extra mile and fix something before you ship it out. And hopefully it is um, a good fix. Otherwise, don't worry about it. There's more things you have to touch on. Next thing is my hair is a mess first thing in the morning. It'll be like this all day. And then watch out for hidden charges with the UPS shipping through. Well, it's going to be regardless who you go through, but know there is a challenge when you're trying to dispute those charges through if you're purchasing UPS shipping through PayPal. At first I thought it was one of the best things since sliced bread and spreadable butter, but I have grown to hate it, but have accepted that I have to live with the necessary evils of utilizing them. Today, I'm going to boost up that catalog. Like I said yesterday, we typically run about 350 items a week. Right now, I'm sitting at 370. I have another consignor, a cart and a half full of stuff for them. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to shoot over the 400 mark this week. And remember, if you guys check my site out, you can go to Bid More to Win. That's a number 2. Even if you hit if you spell it out, it should redirect to my website. That's going to take you to our Shell site, and that's basically just telling a little bit about our auction. I do need to update some of the information on there, but basically the important thing, if you're having items shipped, there is a $5 handling fee, anything that goes in a box. And that's not per box, that is per order. So you can break out some of that. You can minimize the shipping cost per item by ordering or purchasing more items. The anything that'll go in a poly bag, 10 by 15, I think I got 12 by 15 or smaller, will be a $2 handling fee instead of that $5. So to save on shipping and handling, either smaller items that'll fit in a poly bag or more items when I have to box things up. We don't mind shipping. That's part of our business, and we'll ship anywhere that you're willing to pay for the shipping. I do utilize Pirate Ship to get the best rate, so I do pass those rates on to you as a consumer, and I try to be as transparent as possible. So I do include the shipping weights and dimensions and what I'm actually paying, so you can go to USPS and see that I am passing discounts on to you. On the flip side, don't forget that handling fee. Anyway, next auction launches tonight. They launch every Friday. We carry a large range of items from collectibles, antiques, things you use around the house. This week I even have this big cow skull with horns on. I got lariat, knots and knives, tin signs. We're just a little bit of everything. So make sure to check out the catalog once I get it launched this evening. Oh, don't forget the silver coins if you're a silver coin collector. We typically try to have Morgans and peace dollars, silver certificates. A lot of silver coins we typically have. This week I think I'm a little bit light on them, but I do know I have some pretty decent Morgans and a couple peace dollars. Anyway, that's it. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great one. Oh, I'm going to auction tonight, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up a lot of goodies, and tomorrow will include a haul. Have a good one.